So I was teaching sprint techniques in the cemetery at 6:30 a.m. with the wrong color kit. Let's talk about that in today's video. So in the last week, oh my goodness, where's that coming from? We've had sports day in my house. And honestly, it's one of those things that, like, my goodness, you're afraid to admit that, man, I've not really been a great mom lately to my kids. I have 4 boys and I have 2 younger ones. If you see them, you think they're twins. They're not. There's actually 18 months between them. And a couple of weeks before, not weeks, days before the event, their sports days, because it's like towards the end of the school years, that's when all this kind of activities happens, right? And dad always works from home. So he always did the school run. He always had the meetings. He was able to attend. The ones I couldn't, as a freelancer, I was like here. But in the last year or so, my husband started going out to work. So now both of us are working. And now both of us need to be mindful of what's going on. And my mind is always on him. And he's like, well, like, safe to say, I didn't know when sports day was. All I knew was the weekend before, my son, like, they're growing, right? And like, look, what's this? Look at what you're wearing. Okay, let me get some new stuff. Yeah, got some new PE jogging trousers they wear for PE. And I'm like, okay, what's your? I'm sure I asked him, like, what is the color of your house? Because they have different houses: blue, red, yellow, green. So his brother was green, but he's left the school, like primary school. He's moved on, and he's yellow. I'm there thinking he is green. No, he's yellow. So I've gone, the weekend came, next day delivery, Amazon, right? Got the stuff, new jogging bottoms, green. The child did not clock that, mommy, where's my yellow? Or he doesn't, he's there thinking, I don't know what he was thinking. All I know is this human being, right? Even before then, okay, before then, in the morning I have this mastermind group I go on to, and we just prepare our day for, like, we do certain things, actions before, and it's around when my kids are getting ready for school. He came up to me and was like, oh, can we like, when you're running, do you do like high jumps? I'm like, what are you talking about high jumps during running? Sports day is today, and you want to now start talking about techniques of running. Like, hello, it is today. So he's like, can you show me some videos that I can? I'm like, what are you talking about videos? I'm like, you know what? Let's go and practice. Back in the day, I used to be a sprinter. I used to like race. But at some point, I thought I was going to represent my country. It wasn't the case. Life happened. I moved on, or whatever. That's another story for another day. But anyway, I used to be one. And I was like, you know what? Let's go and practice. We've now changed, got going. It's about what, 5 minutes to the cemetery from my place? Let's call it 10. But the main entrance is locked, so we have to go around. So I'm like, no, we're not walking down. We are warming up to get to the place. So we're there doing a side running, the other side running. We're doing a thing like to get, we finally got into the space. Okay, this is what we're going to use for practicing. Let's do some stretches so that we don't get no muscle pull, we don't get no whatever achy afterwards. So we did some moves and got there. And then the guy's like, okay, now show me what you got. And I'm looking at my kid. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've done this child a justice. The guy is leaping. He thinks he's doing long jump. He is like flying, and then he's now trying to get his rhythm. This is sprint. And I'm looking at this child like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get pace. I'm like, you don't get pace, you get go, and you go with the flow. Like, okay, so now we need to work on this start. Like, let's get this start thing right. We're not jumping. We're not trying to get ahead of anybody. We're getting the motion to get the flow going. Okay, how do you get ready to run? The guy is, I wish I can even, I don't know if my camera can show if I stand. If I stand, can you see me? You see me? Oh no, you can't even see my legs. It's gonna be too much. Anyway, let me try my best. You're running like this. My child's leg is like this. this way. We're not going this way. We're going this way. So why are you like this? One leg is like this. The other leg is like this. Why are you doing that? We run like this. We feel like ready. Your two legs are here, ready. This is what I was telling this child. Your two legs are like this. Ready, right? You're ready. You're feeling the power. You're feeling the lift. But he's just like ready. I said, can you feel the lift off? He's just like this. Why are they teaching you in that school to do sprinting? Why are they how? Oh my gosh. He's like this. And I feel the push, feel the lift. He didn't get it. Got it. Okay. Now set. Bobo is now going this way. I'm like, drag it down. Go back down. You're going this way. Feel the feel. He still wasn't getting what I was saying. Anyway, we now got the technique. So now he's like this, whoa, trying to jump. I'm like, baby, we're not jumping anywhere. We are lifting. So when he got the idea that we're not jumping and moving or going at your pace, you're not, if anything, you're losing pace. Because what will happen is after the jump, you're trying to catch yourself. You're trying to get back into the rhythm. Whereas if you go from the get-go, you've got the rhythm, and now you just build up on that rhythm with more pace and speed. You finally got there. But this is why I did extra. While we were doing the stuff, every time he practiced, he's like, okay, let me keep running. Like, no, baby, we're going to like practice your start, because this is where the make or break of your race. And every time he ran, I would say he will get go, and then 1, 2, 3 pace stop. I made him celebrate. Like I always do here, every video I do, at the end of every video, I celebrate to elevate, because you're teaching your nervous system that this is okay. This is cool. This is what we're doing. So he was doing it wrong, but he was doing it. It's about action. Action creates the motion, right? Or comes the clarity, comes the understanding what you're doing. So he would like go and then do stop, celebrate. He was like, I said, celebrate. What do you mean? Just, yes, smile is okay. Smiling is fine. Even if you're not feeling it, just celebrate. Turn around, pace, feel the thing. Come back, run, woo, celebrate. Yay, got it. Back, going, back, cool. Celebrate. We're doing that. It's like, why am I not right? I said, because we're working on your start. We kept doing this stuff. So now, before then, every time I said, okay, ready, set, the guy is looking at me. Ready, set. Why are you looking at me? I said to him. Your hearing is okay. You can hear for the alert. You don't need to see, because when you're seeing, by the time you now get back to the focus of where you need to run to, you're losing pace. We're losing seconds every time all those things are missing out. Told the guy, stop looking at me. First of all, he would like, right, said it. But every time we're doing all those things, he was practicing focusing. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. I kept telling him, look at the finish line. That's what you're aiming for. Don't look at down below where you're about to start. Look. If you look at people, they look at where they're going, and then they lift up and they keep going. Listen for the sound, okay? If your hearing's fine, so listen. It was my deaf people, we have a different technique, which is running. But right now, my kid's hearing, and he just needs to listen. He doesn't need to look to see when they say go. So we practice that as well. As we're lifting and get to the other end, few steps, stop, celebrate, jumping. Let's go. Come back. Let's go. Celebrate. So now we've walked on. Stop looking at the person announcing. Ready, set, go. Not ready, set, go. So we corrected that. Now is look at the finish line. Don't look at here. So when he's running now, so me and him now round, and the guy is looking at me. So I kept intentionally running behind him. So what's he doing? You are losing pace. Focus on where you're going. Keep focusing on where you're going. Like just go with all your might. And when you get to the end, you can look back and see how far you've come. Stop looking and trying to see, okay, they're coming. No. So once we walked on the pace, then we walked on the focus. We now had to work on visualizing. I said, okay, now what is the goal? They said the goal is to finish. I said, yes, and it's not about a lot of us focus on the finish line. I just want to win the race. What are you going to do after you've won the race? That's what you need to be focusing on. Beyond the race, what's going to happen? Bearing in mind, I did not know this day. I knew after the fact, and I already got a job, and I can't cancel on the jobs, right? So that's this part of the guilt, right? And I didn't know sports day was today. If I would have blocked out the time and I would have gone. He doesn't say, and yes, it's not on him. He's the child. I'm the parent. I should be mindful and checked. And anyway, I didn't attend. I wasn't going to because of schedule and everything. But I told him to focus on what was the aftermath. Once you've ran, what are you going to do? Not just winning the race. Okay, how are you going to celebrate one? And then what are you going to do afterwards? Oh, I'll go and see, go to my house leader and just give them a high five. I'm going to give everybody a high five. We're going to celebrate. Okay, when we come home, how are we going to celebrate? So you're envisioning beyond the thing you want. So I made this guy visualize there. We're all in the park alone. It was, still, fortunately, the lights are on here. Normally at winter time, it would be so dark. But anyway, we had light and we're good. And he envisioned that, okay, when he comes back home, he's going to tell me, I'm like going to like celebrate, we're going to do whatever. And then I'll give him a treat. So we've envisioned beyond. Can you see now? The expectation is now, he's not just finishing the race. It's what's going to happen after he finished. So we've got visualizing that. And then we worked on pacing. You're focusing on where you're going. And what are you saying to yourself? How are you conditioning yourself as you're going? So in my head, I just told him, it's like, okay, we're practicing. I said, look, it's great for you to hear it. So I said, say it out loud, finish, 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 finish. He said, he came back and I said, you know what, it's losing, I'm losing energy by just saying finish it. It's okay, say it in your mind, see it in your mind, I'm finishing, finish, 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 let's go, finish. So his word was finish. I wanted something else, but he chose finish. We practice that. When you're running, you are seeing where you're going and you are cheerleading yourself, you are focusing and you're talking to yourself is what I expect him to do. All right, okay, so he was doing that. So we got that pacing done. We got the visualization after the fact, and then we got the technique. So he's no longer going to be jumping to start. He's just going to go lift up. So I got him to feel that bounce. Can you feel the lift? Can you feel it? And yeah, he finally, so going from just standing, he's now got that lift. Lift happened. All right, so we did some more runs. Okay, now let's do a proper race. He ran, celebrate. Came back. Let's go home. How do you feel? Okay, let's do some stretches. So that we don't get no crampiness, we're fine. Okay, now let's go and get ready to go home. We now came home. Okay, change and get ready to go. What am I seeing? My child looking like a hungry child, like he doesn't have parents. He's wearing his old raggedy yellow top from last year. I'm like, what are you wearing? What are you doing? He's like, this is the house color. I'm like, what do you mean this is the house color? I asked you over the weekend. I got green. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I thought it was you just bought it for I'm like, I bought it for this. Now you're wearing this. Oh gosh. So his brother, I got green. I don't know. I'm sure I mentioned green to this child. The communication breakdown. I got this new nice green polo shirt. And he went and wore this old, like you can just tell it's not his size, yellow thing. And there was no other yellow outfits in his house that he could just wear that looks nice. I just had to close my eyes and look, Nene, forgive yourself. He's okay. Let's go. It was just like, there was nothing. Trying to get the right pair of shoes. Just so much that, my goodness, I was feeling so guilty. That what is going on? And this is why I'm here. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I want to create the freedom moving forward so that I can be intentional and more time with my folks and family. Because here's my child now going to school, looking like someone that doesn't have people or take it that are looking out for him and like, look, okay, your house yellow. You can't wear green because you're not a greenhouse. So just wear and go. Let's just, you know what, go. He went. My kids don't have phone. None of my kids had phones. You wait till you're 16, and after 16, you buy yourself your phone. I am not buying you no phone. So I had to wait till I come back to know the outcome of this race. And when it was time, it was between what 11. I knew what his timing was. So I just kept sending good vibes, like oh, like I was just there cheering, like yeah, I'm there, like sitting down waiting for a client to come in. I was like, just like picturing it for him, and he went. So luckily, one of his teachers filmed the thing, and then he came back. I was like, okay, and exactly as we agreed on, he'll come and tell me like I came first, like, yeah, do, high five. Like, okay, now, all right, dinner, we're adding this extra treat. Let's go. And that's how sports day happened for my younger one. Because of time, I would, so my second one now saw that, and then he's in his secondary school and he now wants his own goal. I'll do that in another part two, right? Because I gotta go. But the thing is, he came back and we celebrated, and he was able to like use all those techniques. And you know what he said to me afterwards? He's like, oh man, I actually told one of my friends, like, man, like he said, okay, what happened? Because this guy gave them inches. You could see the intention. I can see in his eyes, he was saying, finish, finish, finish. I could see like the start, like how he was going. Okay, the next thing we need to work on is his hand technique. But he did great. He came first. But he was like, this is how he's running. He's running like this. Or this hand is going straight, but this hand is like this. It's cupping up the air. I'm like, baby, we're not losing time there. We need to go like this. So that's what we're going to work on next. So I think this summer holiday, we're going to be going out and just be practicing more techniques as we go along. Because it's what we do. Side note, my other kid is actually, he's on his way they're out in Europe right now. He's playing basketball for the under 18, one of my babies. I have 4 boys right now for England. Not England, Great Britain. So it's not just England. So he sometimes plays for England and sometimes Great Britain. And yeah, he's out there doing his thing. I'll come back and tell you part 2 of my other kid who I now went on and did as well. So he now, sprinted. But this one wasn't sure because he was always second or third or whatever, but this time he came first, and we worked on not just his skill set, we worked on his mindset. And is what I do with like everything I do, it's not just one or the other, it's a combination of everything. What is going on in here, and what are the techniques you're using to showcase yourself? When you can have that unison, you can then feel cool and calm to be able to like set go. So if you want to know, like, okay, what are the patterns that are holding you right now in terms of how you are operating or landing, a free identity audit is out. You can send me a word and I can send a postie. It's out there. One sec. Let's see what's going on. Hey, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Real time. I got my postie. Do as if I was having a fight or something. Yeah. So yeah. The identity interpreter identity audit shows you what patterns are stopping you. What are those things are stopping the flow in you showing up? Is it your hesitation, procrastination, fear of failure, self-loathing, overwhelm, stress, fear of failure, success, or is it fear of rejection? What is it? When you know the patterns, you can then start doing the work to connect that so that you can, flow better and be present in your actions, in how you flow, in the focus, in what it is that you want to work. How do you want to see yourself doing the work? How do you want to, like, all those different things? Same way that we can then push that forward. Anyway, I am Nene. We do this every single day. Remember that your voice matters and it is your time to use it. Bye for now.